In the noisy world we live in today, everyone is fighting to be heard. We shout through our screens, we argue in our meetings, and we prepare our next sentence while the other person is still speaking. We believe that speaking is power, but ancient wisdom suggests something different, that the ultimate power, the power of discernment and influence, belongs not to the one who speaks loudest, but to the one who knows how to listen. Long ago, there was a powerful king who prided himself on his intelligence. One day, an ambassador from a distant and mysterious land arrived at the palace. He presented the king with a challenge, 3 identical statues made of solid gold. They were the same size, the same weight, and possessed the same exquisite craftsmanship. They looked the same, the ambassador said, but their value is vastly different. One is worth a handful of silver, one is worth its weight in gold, and the third is priceless, worth more than your entire kingdom. If you can tell me the difference, our nations will form a great alliance. If not, you must pay a heavy tribute. The king's finest scholars and jewelers examined the statues for days. They used magnifying glasses. They measured every millimeter, but they found nothing. The statues were perfect mirrors of each other. Just as the king was about to admit defeat, an old man, who had spent 40 years in the royal library in silence, stepped forward. He asked for a single piece of long, thin straw. The old man went to the first statue. He found a tiny hole in its ear and inserted the straw. The straw went into the ear and immediately came out of the other ear. This statue, the old man said, represents the first type of person. Information goes in one side and exits the other. They hear the sound, but they do not hold the meaning. This is the listener who is never present. They are worth very little because they cannot learn. He moved to the second statue. He inserted the straw into the ear. But this time, the straw came out of the statue's mouth. This statue, the old man explained, represents the second type of person. Whatever they hear, they immediately repeat. They are the messengers of gossip, the ones who speak before they think. They possess knowledge, but no integrity. They are worth their weight in gold for their utility, but they cannot be trusted with the truth. Finally, the old man approached the third statue. He placed the straw in the ear. This time, the straw did not come out of the other ear, nor the mouth. It disappeared deep into the heart of the statue. This, the old man whispered, is the priceless listener. They take what they hear and let it settle in their soul. They process it, they feel it, and they allow it to change them. This is the person of wisdom. The ambassador bowed. The challenge was won. This ancient parable is a profound reflection on our modern struggle for control. We often feel out of control in our relationships because we aren't truly listening. We are merely waiting for our turn to speak. When we listen like the third statue, we are doing something brave. We are embracing vulnerability. We are allowing another person's reality to enter our own. True listening creates resonance. It is the bridge between two lonely souls. When you truly listen to your partner, your child, or your colleague, you aren't just hearing words, you are witnessing their existence. This is where healing begins. Most people don't need a solution. They need to be seen. By giving them your silence, you give them a mirror to find themselves. In the philosophy of Zen, there is a concept that the heart is like a still pond. If the surface is agitated by the wind of our own ego and our need to talk, we can never see the reflection of the moon. Only in the stillness of listening can the truth be revealed. The control you seek in life, the ability to navigate conflict and build deep trust, is found in the ear-to-heart connection. It requires the humility to realize that you don't have all the answers. It requires the patience to let the straw reach your heart before you open your mouth. As you move through your day, ask yourself, which statue am I today? Am I the one where words just pass through? Am I the one who is quick to repeat and judge? Or am I the one who listens with the heart? Try a simple experiment today. In your next conversation, don't prepare your answer while the other person is talking. Just listen. Let there be a 3-second gap of silence after they finish before you respond. You will find that in that silence, a new kind of power emerges. You will see things you never saw before. You will feel a deeper sense of mastery over your emotions. For in the kingdom of the wise, the ear is the gateway to the throne.